Hi guys, today I have yet another video for you. I saw how you guys took the last video and I really appreciate it. It is so fun doing these kinds of videos, let me tell you, because I have a lot of ideas, many ideas. And from the title of this video, you could take a guess as to what this video is going to be about. So you want to be a cool office chick. Guess what we're dressed up for today? Let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Okay, so let's start off with clothes. And from clothes, we're going to start with tops. So, first of all, we have this top, similar to mine actually. I actually didn't plan that. That's kind of funny. But yeah, it's really cute. It's black. It's a basic black top, but the way that it's like designed, I really like this kind of like tying moment like across the neck. Really fun, especially if you're going to the office. Like sometimes it's hard because things are dress coded, but like with this one, I feel like it's you can't get dress coded. Like, I don't work at an office, so I don't really know. But oh, I just exposed the video for today. Whoa. Um, but obviously, I think like I have to go into work, and it's more so business casual, and this is literally like business. So obviously, you have your basic kind of button up white dress shirt. This one obviously is pink, but it's literally giving, I think it's like a diagonal button. That is cool because we have to get interesting. We got to get interesting with what we're wearing, right? Because it can get boring really fast. I think that's one of the reasons why I like business looks because it's like a little challenge, if you will. We have another one. This is a gray top. I really like the line patterns that I see in a lot of dress clothes. I think it's really fun. And it's kind of I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it gives like Tim Burton, but I think like in a really fun way because I don't know. it's I think it's just really fun to see pattern in like business clothing, and it's kind of hidden in there. In this next look, we have like a more like I think the word is frumpy top. And again, getting back to how like the clothes are being designed. It I mean this is like great. It's cinched at the waist, and then at the arms it has like a little puff, and then the neck is the collar. It's really giving. It's actually giving. It's giving businesswoman. I I am, yeah, you are eating. You are eating, ma'am. And then other tops that I like, going back to like the fitted kind of look. This one, this gray one, especially with like the black bag, that's pretty cute. Um, I think gray could be really fun. You just gotta have the right gray, and then when the shirt fits you or when the top fits you, you have to make sure that like looks nice reflecting off the light, if that makes sense. I don't know. But this one is really cute because it's a fitted one. It's thick enough so that it's not like too much and it starts leaning towards casual. But the knit is really nice. I like the detailing at the end of each part of the shirt around like, the lower arm, neckline, bottom. Really cute. A really nice basic to have in your closet. And then going forward, I also like the kind of dress shirt that kind of falls off of you. This pink one that's like falling off of her is really nice. And then also aside from like the way that the fit is for the top, I really like how in like businessy, business casual clothing, the material can play a large part in your outfit. It's like it's minimal. The decision making is minimal, but at the same time very intentional. And I think like especially like being in business, not to say like this is the only time that one can actually have this perception, but being able to think through what you're wearing, especially down to the material, can also reflect not only intention but just intelligence and um, this high understanding of what it is to present oneself and to be involved in, you know, choosing clothes you have. I think that's pretty cool. It can get real philosophical real fast, but bottom line, it's eating. Um, I thought these tops were really cute. There are these kind of button ups that are kind of cropped at the bottom, and the buttons are a little bit bigger than you usually see on like button up shirts. And then it has a collar here. Obviously, you see the picture, but I think it's really cute because it is formal. It's formal in my understanding. In my last video, I talk about how like having linear detailing, um, and it was specifically I think towards about a trench coat, and I was like, it's so interesting how like we've like developed as a human race and has still been interested in this like linear detailing, especially with buttons. I think that that's really interesting. But obviously, anything that is visually linear or parallel or whatever can indicate that there is some sort of structure, and usually that goes into formality. So, this top, these sorts of tops, I think are a really, really good thing to have in your wardrobe. Kind of piggybacking off of that, here's another top. It's actually kind of like a really cute set she has on right now, but the top and the buttons all the way up from like the neck down to the very bottom near the navel actually is really, really cool. Getting back to the linear stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like a very classic shirt or top or whatever, blouse, however you wanna. I'm not gonna get into the details, but you know what I mean. Those are the shirts that I have. Sorry, y'all had to go on my lunch break. Those are a requirement. So, all right, pencil skirts. Right. So the image I was looking at has it's brown skirt, and then it also is pleated in the back. So very cute, very cool. Yeah, pleated skirts can be styled in a variety of different ways. The bottom here on this image is basically not really pleated, more so folded over. Adds a little bit of a detail to it, makes it look more visually interesting. It's kind of like fishtail, really. Yeah, we got pencil skirts with belts. Belts are going to be another thing that I am going to really build on, okay? Because belts become one of the most essential accessories in your cool office girl, chic, whatever wardrobe. Another thing that I don't want us to be afraid of, by the way, is long skirts. Long skirts, I think that we should see them more, honestly. Um Here's a long pencil skirt, a long, it's fitted, it's giving body, it's giving tea, but also it's it's giving kind of mermaid. I don't know why mermaid is like the first thing that comes to mind, but it's really, really nice paired with the belt, and it's, I mean, you got shape, and obviously there's the pleated long skirt as well. Visually interesting. There's a lot of visual interactivity going on with it because of the fact that, like, obviously these are folds. So when you move, when you walk, um, some something to look at. And then obviously the different textures, different patterns on these skirts, and different materials. You can have a lot of fun with that. This gray one, for instance, I'm not exactly what kind of I'm not exactly sure what kind of material it is. But I think it's one we see often. I won't say wool because I'm not a specialist. I do not specialize in material or textile. So I thought this skirt was really cool because it is there's like a fold right there on the side, and then there's like a little tie there. I think that's actually from the shirt, but it's a really cool idea to have for a skirt in general. I know what you may be thinking. Davi, why do you look like that right now? Why do you look different? Well, let's just say I take my work very seriously. Did I actually work a 9 to 5 in the spirit of this video? Possibly. Anyway, back to the video. There is this other skirt that I was looking at, and I think it's really cool when we decide to play with the formalities of clothes. I think, what is that on the side of this skirt? It looks like a dragonfly. It could be a flower, or it could just be strings. But my interpretation of it was that the side part of the skirt is, in fact, a dragonfly or a flower. And I personally like my interpretation, so we're just gonna leave it there. But yeah, like little, and I didn't add this, but like having little barrettes or like detail, like pins and things like that. Very cool office girl, very chic office lady. And then like going into that a little bit more, I really like the patterned skirt. Okay, the long patterned skirt. There's a lot of shades that come in like brown that I'm looking at right now. Obviously, you got the line work there and stuff like that. I'm talking about I'm using the phrase line work like we're in a drawing class. Like, I think overall, it's a really cool kind of visual, to see how that kind of like repetition. I mean, it's very linear. It's very line. It's very like what we were saying earlier with the buttons. Um, I think that's probably why it works too, because linear detailing doesn't necessarily give like playful or fun, but ironically, it is playful and fun because it is not just a solid color of a skirt. If you get what I'm trying to say. It's kind of rebellious in a way, I feel like, when it comes to the office, but at the same time it's not, because it's we're still following dress code, girl. Like, what? Pinstripe dress, I can't even say the word right. Pinstripe dress pants. Yeah. Pattern we've been saying for decades, I feel like. Maybe not decades. I have not lived very long, so you're gonna have to excuse me if I'm wrong. But the pinstripe dress pant is, you need it. You need to have it in your wardrobe. Like, I think otherwise it'd probably be pretty unacceptable. And I'd question whether or not you're actually a cool chick, a cool office chick, because the pinstripes, bro. Like, that's like in every 90s corporate film. Every 90s corporate TV show, bro. Early 90s, I mean, 90s, early 2000s. Every single show or movie about corporate America or whatever, you see the pinstripe, okay? We got some grays here. I really like the like swampy looking pants, or the flooded looking pants, the really really big oversized heavy gray pinstripe pant. I love it. Cause then, oh my gosh, like what our model is doing in the picture, wear it with some pointed heels. Stop talking to me. The pinstripe pant. I'm making myself sick. Anyway, we got some browns over here. Love that. I also really really like the blue toned grayish pinstripe pants, or the dress pants in general. It looks really cute and cool. I love it. It's crazy the fit of them. I I'm obsessed with it. Whatever material that they normally use for like pinstripe pants, and it's always pinstripe pants. It's so nice. I have to look it up. I don't know what it is. Now that we're done with the pinstripe pant and my obsessions, we are going to move on to my other obsessions, and it's shoes. So, going into kitten heels, guys. Now we're going into kitten heel. You got your classic black kitten, okay? With a pointed toe. You need a pair of these, okay? You just need it. Give me flat or give me heel. You just need a pointed toe, okay? We gotta be on the same page. Anyway, I started with some classics because, come on. And then there's some black ones I see here, and then there's like burgundy. Oh my gosh, I want to cry. Like, it's just so like, it's just, it's like an honorable mention. Like, it's, I can't even. I'm gonna literally start crying. Like, don't even play with me right now. Um, so here is another pair. It's like this velvety kind of texture. They're called Stuart Weitzman Black Suede Mary Jane Kitten Heels. Slay. It says it's a classic minimalist vibe. Yes, it's very chic. They're very chic with the little stripe over there. I love it. I love her. I love her, period. And then moving on, we got some Ann Taylors. Hey, what's up, Anne? Period. These ones are more of like a square toe, and then it has like a ribbon buckle. I love a ribbon buckle. I love a ribbon buckle, period. It's giving. Love you, Anne. See you later, Miss Taylor. Okay, now we have some Liz Claiborne. I think that's how you say it. And these have like a strap on the back for reference. Um, I always like a kitten heel with like a little design on it. That was always fun. I never really fully understood what was trying to happen there, but I liked looking at it. This is another pair of kitten heels. This is Kelly and Katie Black patent pointed toe. So it's like this shiny. I don't really know exactly what the material is, but it's like we're seeing a lot of things happening. We got the shiny material, and then we have a more softer, less glossy material, and then we have like a faux buckle. What are you trying to do to me? Stop playing. What are you trying to do to me though? Another pair has it's leathery. It's giving leather crocodile. Crocodile. Not real crocodile, but crocodile pattern. And then like there's like a bow on it, which slay. I love bows. Do you love bows? Period. And then moving on, we're getting a little funky with the heel now because now it's wider at the bottom and then it's smaller going upwards. And we still got a buckle because why not? But pointed toe. Get this, this is a gag. The buckle has real holes in it. So it's like a belt strap on the shoe. That's literally a belt buckle. Let's move on. I'm starting to lose my mind. This is says it's a town and country woman's pump, and it has this like large detailing on the toe, like the circular kind of moment. Um I think it's just supposed to be like a nice kind of flowery design. I really like these because they're I just like something interesting going on with the foot. It doesn't really have to make any sense either. I think it just needs to say something, say anything. It doesn't even have to make sense, really. Just say something, is how I'm feeling. Got some pumps with like little bow ties on there. Got some pumps with like a little buckle on it. We're getting real creative over here, okay? And that's what we like to see, especially if we're just wearing a look that can easily just be basic. We're not basic. These are one of my favorite pumps. These are the Salvatore Ferragamo leather pumps. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I might get canceled. Okay. These are so cute. It looks like the shoes are literally wearing bow ties and they have like a button up on. I have never seen a pair of shoes look so professional. That's crazy. You know you're winning if your shoes are looking more professional than you are. Well, no. You know you're winning when your shoes look professional alone. Period. Another pair of like, oh my gosh, I have so many. I have so many that I like. One of the shoes that I've also loved are like the shoes that these pair of shoes have like a crazy strap moment going on, okay? It's like a strap is coming from the point of the toe and then there's another strap coming across the foot. I love these so much. I don't know exactly what these are called, but these look so cute. I'm obsessed with these. I actually would buy a pair of these. Those are really iconic. We're done with the kitten heels. I know it's hard, but flats. We spoke about flats in the last video. And you need a flat shoe. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to wear heels the whole time that you're working. Maybe you are the kind of girl that could do that. Maybe you are a heel on one day, heel off another day kind of girl. I think I'll gravitate more towards that. Um, but yeah. So I kind of went over it in my last video, but the flats, the first flat shoe that I'm gonna show you guys actually is like a a flat shoe. Although these aren't even really basic. These are made well shoes. And these are called the Miley Ballet flats. So the way that they are designed is that like there is a smaller sized insert for the foot compared to a a regular ballet flat, for instance. Like most of the foot is covered up aside from the portion that actually needs to like make its way inside the shoe. I love this shoe. I think it's like really cute because of how it's composed, like the way that it I feel like it complements the foot in a way because it's so like its shape is just taken the form of a foot in a way, but like without the toes. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I like them a lot. I like how they look. They look like beans. I think that's why I like them. They look like beans. Anyway, I think that's why I like all flats and like ballet shoes because they look like little beans, and it's I think it's just like really satisfying to see. Okay, moving on. Now we have like a classic ballet flat with like the strap and everything, which I think would also be like a really nice thing to have in your closet. Really cute. I mean, and it can go with anything. Even in different colors. This one is in black, but obviously like you can have fun with the different colors and stuff like that. Here's another ballet flat with like a bow. Love this as well. I love the square toe ballet flat. The one we saw earlier was more rounded, but these are really, really fun. I think actually the original like kind of ballet flat were like rectangular shaped, like pointed toes, which would make sense because they're literally called ballet flats. So, hello. The kind of ballet flat that I want, that I have yet to find, although I should be able to find them. I just think it's because I haven't purchased it. Is like the one that is like the tip is colored or it's like separated from like the rest of the ballet shoe foot. These are really, really fun. I think, and especially because they can you can pair up different colors. So like the part where it's separated at the toe could be a different color compared to like the rest of the shoe, like where the bow is and stuff like that. And then it can get a little bit more interesting. These are kind of like these shoes are Mary Jane. Um these are Teos, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And they have the straps to cover, so usually it'll be like a singular strap, but these straps are actually like it's giving like these are like real ballet shoes. Like these are what ballerinas wear. Which they could be actually, but then that can also just like be the style. But these are really cute as well. And then we got a double buckle, guys. We're going crazy, crazy with the little buckle belts situation going on. Anyway, these ones have two belts that go across. Can you believe that? I can't. That's wild. That's crazy. I'd buy them. Those would look so cute with a skirt. Can you imagine? More belt buckles. We got a glossier ballet flat with a buckle. We have a more less glossy ballet flat with a larger buckle. These ballet flats that I'm seeing right now that we're looking at are so cute. Like the little separation aspect of it, like it could be like one insert portion of the shoe, but there's kind of like one main insert portion and then it's like halved nearly, and that's where like the bow is. That's really cute. I also like the way that it's designed as well because you kind of have like this moment where you could see the stitched line. There's a stitched line going down the center of the toe section. I think I like it a lot. It's visually interesting. Period. That's our flats. Moving on to loafers now. So, I think loafers are important because it's more, I think for me, it's like a comfort shoe. I feel like for most people, it's like a comfort shoe. But there are many different kinds of loafers as well. There's like obviously your basic loafer, which comes in browns, blacks, burgundies, all those fun colors. Obviously, different colors as well, but those are like the basics. And they're flat on the bottom, so there's really no heel, maybe a little bit of a heel. But then you have like heeled loafers, and these are more so heels at this point. Um, but like literally heeled loafers, girl. Hello. I think I also spoke about this in my last video. Yeah, I've been really obsessed with these. Especially the more vintage looking. I think I remembered. So these are Mew Mew, Mews that we're looking at right now. These are vintage, rare patent leather Mew Mews. Yeah, these look really, really nice. I kind of like the distressed look that loafers have. I think it's because of the stitch work and the way that it's designed. Um, it just looks really, really nice to me. There are some textured one. There's a textured set or pair of loafers that I really liked because of the texture. The material is leather, but I think it says it's a black pebble leather. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. These are Tommy girls. Very cute. I like when you can look at a product and like know what it feels like. I know what that the black pebble leather feels like. I know what the buckle feels like. I know what it feels like when I strap and unstrap it. And it looks like you can actually unstrap it if you want. I love that like things are interactive although they don't really need to be because it's literally just like a loafer, but that's still I think an essential aspect of making a product so memorable, and it's literally developing a relationship between the item and like you like hello. It's like okay, it's like pockets. Why would you give me a pair of pants without the pockets? I'm sorry, I am going to spend the rest of my life on that hill. I don't care. Why would you make fake pockets? Why would you do that? Anyway, we're in our happy place right now. We're in Loaferland. Okay. Yeah. I don't have anything else crazy as far as the loafer situation. Hairstyles. Okay. So this first image is just like everything is pinned back, right? Like her hair is flat enough for this too. And it's just like twisted up. I think I could you could probably do this with any hairstyle because it's so tight and it's like, kind of formed up against the skull. Um and then we have more fun kind of, curly hairstyle, and I could see that anybody could do this if they wanted to with their hair. Obviously you would have different variations because of the curls, but it's like just like up, and you got a big puff up there, and then some parts falling down on the sides of your face. This is one example of like tighter curls, which is nice. I like this kind of messy bun. I love a messy bun because I think it gives your hair the opportunity to be itself. It's not you trying to heavily manipulate it. Um, I love a clip. I love a clip. My favorite kind of hair clip is literally like the one kind of like she's wearing, where it's like a dark brownish red or yellowish brown, and with like black spots on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um this hairstyle is like a lower up kind of updo, and everything is just mainly tucked in this bun at the back of her head, and she got some curls drooping out, which is totally fine because it's still very elegant, still very beautiful. um and then of course, like if you have pretty curly, more so afrocentric hair, you could just have like a scrunchie and like not like double or triple wrap your hair and just leave your hair in that little segment of scrunchie, and it'll like fluff out on its own. It's actually really cute. And leaving some curls out on the side of your face, very cute. And then obviously you could do it higher. Again, not too much of like a pony. Your hair could just like be out that way with some curls out front. You could obviously do your edges too if you feel like. Um, this is kind of what my hair looks like, honestly. On especially a wash day. Yeah, this is my wash day hairstyle. Everything is just like pinned up in a clip in the back, and then some parts are out in the front. Yeah, and then going forward, I was looking at some like blow dried styles, or like when you brush out your hair. So like for 4C hair or more coily hair, What happens is if you blow dry your hair or you brush it out, you can like curl it up. So I actually, what I do is I put my hair in bantu knots and then I untwist them in the morning. And now you have like these really beautiful, shiny curls. And in this image, she just put her hair in a ponytail basically, but it puffed up very beautifully. And the curls, it looks so good. She looks beautiful, bruh. She is just beautiful. This one is so gorgeous. So she has most of her hair up in a bun at like the middle part of her head, and then she has some hair out at the bottom and some curls out in the front. She ate this up. She also has like a little pin on the side you guys can see. But this is gorgeous. She ate this up. Beautiful woman over here also ate this up. I don't know how she did it, but I really wish, oh my gosh, someone commented, how does she achieve this look? Girl, yeah, cuz how did you? How did you get, guys, if you know curly hair, you can hardly ever get it to do anything. It looks like she put it up and then she put a scarf, she wrapped a scarf around her head and now she get the mold, you know what I mean? But this is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, like, come on. Compositionally, this is craftsman level work here. And then the cherry on top is the earring. No, no. Like, first of all, her complexion, and then the hair, and then the hair. I'm sick. I'm so sick. This is probably like one of my best. This is my favorite pictures ever that I've ever found on Pinterest. Like, and now I'm looking at the rest of the image. This is actually groundbreaking. Museum now. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Sorry, I got a little lost there. Yeah, there's different iterations of like the updo for curly hair. Like I was saying, could do stuff with edges. In this image, she did her edges, and then she actually, instead of having two pieces of hair going down on the left and right side of her head, she only has um hair going down on like the left side of her head, and then of course the bun up top. Okay, moving on. So we had kind of like the pinned up hairstyle, and now we have slick backs. Who doesn't know about a slick back? We know what slick backs are. Come on now, guys. Anyway, dude, I remember wearing slick backs in middle school, and I was like, I look so old. Like, I feel like I don't look like my age. Like, I don't know, but I wanted to mix it up, but I just looked too mature. I felt like mom. I felt like people thought I was giving mom. And then I was also really insecure about like not having a boyfriend. So I was like, how am I supposed to get a boyfriend if I look like somebody's mom? Like, guys my age don't want moms. They want girls. But you know what the gag is? What was the point? They're all weird and they smell funny. Anyway, one of the slick backs kind of looks that I really like is this one where you can tell. I don't know how. I saw Emma Chamberlain do it one time and I was like, "Ooh, I see how they do it now." So I think what she did actually is she parted the hair. So she parted her hair into two sections. Actually, it wasn't this one, but this image looks like she did part her hair into two sections, or she just brushed it a certain way. I feel like she probably just brushed it a certain way. But I was like, girl, get the coily hair, I don't know if coily hair could do it. Maybe like if you blow dry coily hair and then slicked it back, but even then you got the waves coming in. You know what I mean? Full tide. Coily hair, like curly hair, whatever, could definitely do like slick back styles for sure. I think sometimes it just takes a lot of effort and you're up there just like trying your gosh darn hardest. This is an example. It looks really beautiful. You do get this nice wavy look. And in this image, she's wearing a scrunchie. Obviously, her hair is slicked back, and guess what she did? Her edges. So her waves are waving. Yes. Yes. What did Beyonce say? Exactly. Love this. And then she ate. Oh, she's so freaking pretty. I'm gonna cry. Actually, I'm gonna cry. We have one young lady who looks like a goddess. Yes. And she, okay, not only was she able to slick her hair back, she slicked her hair back and put it in a clip. How you slick your hair back and it's in a clip? Why is she flexing so hard? You slicked your hair back and it's in a clip? I'm sick. And she did braids. She braided her hair. She braided her hair and slicked her hair back in the same hairstyle. I'm sick. And then to top it off, she got the curly edges. She said, "My hair is long." The long curly edges. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick and tired. And then she got the piercings. Oh my god. Women are literally, period. Okay. I love when, like, if you have straight hair, some people don't like their straight hair. But what you can do with straight hair, there are things you could do with straight hair that you can't do with like curlier hair. But straight hair, you have to manipulate it more. And even though you do, it's just that like you have to manipulate it more to get like a more interesting kind of look. But I think that like the cool part is that when you put gels in your straight hair, you could do different kinds of designs and stuff. Like this image we're looking at, she got like a little alfalfa, kind of going on, not up in the air, but like stopped on the forehead, and it's really cute. It's like a nice little. She did her edges. And her edges are long. Yep, yep. Her edges are long. She's eating. She's having fun. Slay. Love it. Period. Okay, moving on. You could do really cool stuff. I think actually all different hair types could do this, but she just like parted her hair in different zigzags. Now, I'm gonna be so fair with you. I don't think I would want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning just to do a little zigzag in my hair. I'm not even gonna lie. Probably won't be doing that, but it's cool and I can appreciate it. All right, moving on. Okay, so we also have our ponies. I think that I think people underestimate a pony in the office. Okay, have you seen have you seen Sandra Bullock in The Proposal? Have you seen Sandra Bullock in The Proposal? Exactly, exactly. Also, freaking Megan Fox. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I think this is Megan right here, actually. I'm looking at Megan right now. It might not be Megan, it looks like Megan. Anyway, Yes, a nice kind of like cute like pony, and the pony could be straight or it could be curled. We got one of our darker skin curly hair girlies. She did like a it looks like she did a silk press and then she curled her hair. Swoop. It looks very cute. Period. And then this one is really cute. She has obviously, and then like you saw in the last image, but she has like a swoop to the side. She's like a side part kind of thing going on. This is actually so freaking cute. Stop. Actually, can you imagine going into the office and your hair's like all swinging and you're wearing your pumps and you're just like got a little too happy there. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking cute, dude. I'm gonna cry. Why am I always about to cry? Mm. This is another of our brown skin or darker skin, beautiful, glamorous, beautiful, amazing woman. Now moving on to wearing your hair down. Obviously, this is a choice. um, it's literally just leaving your hair alone for the most part. But I've been looking at this like wavy kind of flowy hairstyle and I really like it. Like putting your hair into curls, little curlers. Um this image absolutely beautiful. She got a clip in her hair and then she has her big beautiful curls just flowing down the head. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is less it looks like it has a curl in it, but it's just more of a wave, I would say, going down the body of the hair. This looks really cute. Again, we see like the hair clip in there. Obviously having layers to frame your face, wearing it down. It got a couple curls in there. It looks really cute. I'm seeing a lot of hair clips in these images. I didn't intend on that, but it looks beautiful. And then we have this lovely actress. I forgot her name, but I've seen her in a lot of films. She's kind of slicked her hair back. And then she has the length of her hair going down, mainly the nape of her neck, which I think is really cute. And she paired it with a turtleneck. I think honestly, this actress has played a lot of characters that gave Office Diva. And if you ever want to reference somebody for an office look, I would definitely look up roles that she's played in. She's corporate baddie in every role, nearly every role she has. And then this is another image. Somebody has curled their hair and then or put their hair on rollers, whatever. And then she used a nice large and I'm pretty sure sturdy clip to pin her hair back from her face, and this looks really cute. And then curls just framing the face, aside from just the hair being cut into like a circular kind of shape. And then obviously you don't have to flat iron your hair. For like coily hair, you could just grab a band, not tie it too much, and then it's like kind of contained at the back of the head. It still gives a really nice look, I feel like. Um, and then we have more iterations of that. Um, what we have up next, braids, obviously. People have done really fantastic, amazing things with braids, including layering. Um, People even curl their braids. It's really cool stuff. So I would definitely look into that. I'm not going to go over it today, but it's definitely something to consider if you like wearing your braids in you just like wearing braids and you want to style it different ways. You could definitely use these styles as inspiration as well. But here's a quick kind of you can wear your braids back in a bun, obviously, or on top. Yeah. So we're done with hairstyles and now we're gonna move on to